itch. It's one thing never is. I thought they'd all be trying to kill each other.
I have 3 o'clock.
Yeah.
Rise to the pledge. Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic which stands one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Jim will call us to order.
One chance per year to call a meeting to order. The first order of business, Resolution 2601, is to take a nomination for appointments for chair for the year 2026.
I would nominate Robert Caesar.
All right, we have a motion and a second. Any discussion? All those in favor? All right, the chair is yours.
Thank you very much, and thank you all for your continued support. Appreciate it. Now, Resolution 2602 is to appoint a vice chair to the Board of Commissioners.
I nominate Scott Seekins.
I second that. Okay.
Any further nominations? Seeing none, all in favor of Scott Seekins? Good. Thank you. Our minutes is Resolution 2603 to accept the minutes of November 7th, 2020. Thank you. What happened to my public comment? Is there anybody here from the public who wishes to speak at this time? Or reserve? Seeing none, we're going to workshop number 1, discuss regarding committee assignments.
You have several resolutions before you for committee assignments. Instead of waiting for the resolutions, we traditionally give you an opportunity to discuss what you want to do and who gets the short straws.
Well, we have, in the order that we've got the list of resolutions, we have the appointment of 2 commissioners for union negotiations. Are there 2 people who are interested in that?
I like it. So
I would be very.
John and Scott, is there anybody?
Well, this is, right now we're in the middle. This would be for next year or for,
we do this according to the resolutions. We do it for this calendar year.
so I would step out of, if I decided not to do it anymore, I'd step out of the,
Right.
okay.
And to Commissioner Alsop's point, we're kind of in between. We started and almost completed one negotiation with one union, and we are just starting another negotiation with another. So for continuity's sake, there may be some sense in keeping it the same, or
And then following that, there wouldn't be any further negotiations for another
not for
couple of years.
2026.
So we could bifurcate this again and have you stay in where you are now, have John continue on the other.
Well, I would like to continue for this round, is what I would like to do. And then after that, I think I'd be glad to step down.
Yeah, I'd still put my. I believe that this is probably the most important position the commissioner holds of any. This sets 75% of my budget when you look at these union negotiations. And I believe it is where the people of Somerset County have expectations, and I have years of experience in this, albeit at the town level, but with labor negotiations, with labor attorneys. And I understand Mr. Alsop is an attorney, so he probably has my title over me on that, but I have done this multiple times. And I believe I bring value to that. We all can vote.
No, I was just, my only suggestion was that you would break it up let John continue with the negotiations as are standing.
Well, there are-
I like, Scott would like to continue, and the two of us are on the board, I think we both want to continue through this round of negotiations. So, I guess-
And when you say this round of negotiations, do you mean that this particular contract that you're,
well, there's three contracts. There's the jail, there's the sheriff's office, and there's,
are you involved in all of those?
well, we haven't started the jail.
That's what I mean.
Right, so the jail one wouldn't come due until June of 2027. And so, again, another whole year would go by. I mean, this is the system that's always been the case, and I guess for many years you had just a couple people that were involved in it.
Right.
And so, you're commissioners. You can do whatever you want in this regard. You can establish that, go by rounds or go by years, because what will happen is we need to have this second group finalized before the budget, so we're hoping that will be done in the next couple of months. We won't have to worry about corrections till 27. The only reason we started doing something in 2025 is because that particular union wanted to start earlier. Typically, they would start in the spring. So, to Commissioner Skilling's point, if there is there will be no other union negotiations unless corrections wanted to start early at the end of 26. And so you'd be right back here again. So I don't know if that helps you make a decision.
Okay. Well, anyway, we're just at workshop, so there's no decisions going to be made. So while we're mulling over that, we'll look at the to appoint a commissioner to the chief local elected officers, the CLEO board. Who wants to do that? That's the Central Western Maine Workforce Development Board. I think to send out a little report about.
Right. You would forward me their workforce study, and I sent that out. I found it an interesting study. It's always been debated as to whether or not there are enough or too many workforce development boards. So this one here in particular does have its board made up of business leaders. And then this CLEO is basically made up of a commissioner from each of the 5 counties that they represent. And they've lightened the load over the years by saying you don't even have to go to a meeting now. You don't want to.
No, but you have to be obligated for all the financial, you're on the hook for every financial decision that is made. And I tried it for a while, and my head started exploding, and I don't want to go back there. So I don't know who's doing it now, not me.
I think I was doing it.
I think Robert filled in. Right.
I would nominate Robert. Again. Do we need
We're not
to leave the room?
But we are moving forward to the next.
Note for the future.
That's to the next month.
So you know what's coming.
To appoint a commissioner representative to the Somerset Economic Development Corporation Board.
I would be fine with continuing.
Okay, Joel had been on there.
Hey, I'll arm wrestle anybody for it. I'll let you.
So that does lead to a discussion item because Commissioner Skillings is already a standing member of that board.
He's the vice chair.
He's the vice chair of that board. Do you want?
I would gladly step down.
Okay, that's I can.
There's a lot of arm twisting to get you
Okay.
into that position.
Something tells me you guys have these discussions already. So.
No.
I'll do whatever you want to do. And 2 commissioners, can I be on that committee in human business, which is what I've done, without representing?
Not on board.
Yes, so a lot of our board makeup is the best of our ability to get town managers or different industry sectors on that board, which is hard. The town managers are really hard because they're very busy. What do you want to ask town manager? Or,
We're not.
so we briefly discussed it at the last meeting. We'd love to keep you on if you're willing to as an insurance guru.
I would be happy to serve in that capacity. So, if that's okay with the board,
That's fine with us.
Sounds good.
it's not a conflict. I'll
It's
clarify.
certainly not a conflict. The only time it would be a conflict if there was 3 commissioners on the board. Then
I would call it.
no. Well, yeah, that's what I was thinking too, that you can continue as a private business person. Good. So then, also in this mix is the appointed commissioner representative of the Maine County Commissioners Association.
I'm going to nominate you when the time comes.
Okay, thank you. And then to appoint the county administrator as proxy to represent the Maine County Commissioners Association, which is a foregone conclusion. Our other appointment is a commissioner to serve as a property tax hearing officer. I'm going to nominate John Alsop on this. There is no
I
other.
would be more than happy.
Thank you, guys. Maybe we'll have a hearing.
Sounds painful.
So that's basically those positions that need to be appointed. So at that point, we can go on to, if we're done with this workshop, we can go to discuss the second workshop, which is the public comment regarding the FERC license transfer to Shaman Dam. Had submitted a draft letter which John Alsop and John Skillings ran with and came up with 2 great letters. So,
Do we have a resolution on that, or do we just agree to do that?
We don't necessarily have a resolution on that. You can certainly take a vote if you want to. There's really nothing that requires your signature today. These are all
what if because I thought tomorrow was the deadline?
electronically.
Oh, okay.
There's no to mail this to. It has to be submitted electronically by 5 o'clock tomorrow.
Oh, okay. But,
So if you want to draft a resolution and have something to sign, that's fine. But my point on this is the first of a very long process, and you're just really getting your stake in the ground at this point.
And the point I was trying to bring out in the letter, which has been fixed up by Commissioner Skillings, is that we want to oppose this. We want to oppose doing anything to that dam that would impede SAPI's ability to make paper. And I'm hoping some engineered solution or compromise, or nothing happens. But so we're and I spoke to Donna Cassesi, who's involved with SAPI, and yeah, I think we just want to, at every so-called inflection point we can, is to register our concerns and opposition to.
So I took one of the drafts that was out there and basically pasted it into the Shaman letter. And then Donna Cassesi was nice enough to forward me the Weston letter, because what threw me off was we received notice of the Shaman license. We at the county never received any notice from FERC on the Weston license. Town of Skowhegan did. So that's why it's 2 separate letters. You have 2 separate project numbers. And so one would be submitted as opposition to the transfer for the Shaman Dam. The other, I'm assuming, would also speak in opposition to the transfer of the Weston Dam because of the impacts that it would have on the tax base of Skowhegan. And as was mentioned earlier, the potential impact to the property owners along the river that
So if we need a motion or something, I would make one to authorize him to electronically submit that letter on behalf of all of us unanimously.
Yeah.
So you could add that as a new agenda item after the.
yeah, we'll do that as a new agenda item. After we're down here, we'll make that. So that would be resolution 2615.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So we're good on that. And that brings us towards the public hearings. There's no public hearings. And now we're at new agenda items. And that would be for Resolution 2615. For the FERC, who wants to submit a new agenda item? Please.
It's just, John, the motion John just made, kind of now.
Kind of now, but now we're going to make it official
All right.
under new, to make it a new agenda item.
Yep. Well, I will make that motion. We send this letter to both projects, both each day of the project respectively. And I prefer more forceful, but I understand if someone wants to go less. The opposition, 100%.
It's clear.
I think it's clear. Thank you. Thank you. Any second? Second. All right. All in favor of the new agenda item? Good. So let's go. We will tackle that at the end. Administrator's report.
So I wanted to update the commissioners on the process of filling vacancies on the county budget committee. Budget time will be here before we know it. And so there are 3 district caucuses scheduled for this month here in January. The Norwalk Select Board will host the District 1 caucus to fill 1 vacancy. And that'll be on Wednesday the 21st. So the next time the commissioners meet, after this meeting, Norwalk will have a meeting and they'll caucus to fill their vacancy. That one should be fairly straightforward. James Lyman, who has been on the budget committee for years, would like to continue. So we just need to record the Norwalk's vote. So that's on the 21st. On the 26th in Madison is going to hold the District 2 caucus, which everything about District 2 seems to be complicated. But they have 2 openings. Ken Lust from Starks would like to continue on it, but there have been 2 other people that have stepped forward to enter their name. So they possibly will have more candidates than they'll have seats to fill. So Madison, who does not have a person that wants to be on the budget committee, has offered to be a neutral site because the other ones are from Starks, Smithfield, and Anson. So I plan on attending that meeting just to kind of try to answer any caucus questions, although there are no answers to caucus questions. Because once you caucus, the game is afoot, right? So that will, and Commissioner Skillings is certainly intends to be there as well. And then for District 4, Skowhegan Select Board, they will meet on Tuesday the 27th. These are all at 6 o'clock. So if you, as that commissioner for that district, are able to go, that would be great. In Skowhegan, who was the selectman that was on there? Steve Gaboni. Steve's no longer a selectman, so they're open. So there's a couple technicalities. According to the charter, you have to have 1 officer, so 1 elected select board member. And you can have another select board member from another town if you want, or you can have a non-elected member. So the only other town in District 4 is Cornville. And Cornville's representative that was appointed last year is Julian Payne. And so Julian Payne is not elected. And so the Skowhegan representative should be an elected board member. Talking with Nick, the Skowhegan town manager, he thinks he has a board member interested, so we're going to see. We're going to see how all that works out. So that'll be on the 27th.
I go to that.
I would like you to go.
And you give me my script before I go.
I do. I actually have everybody's ready, but I'm not going to give these to you now.
Yeah, don't do that.
That's well ahead.
We don't want you to overstudy.
Right. So that's what's going on with the budget. I'm sure Patrick will have a little bit more to say about the budget process during his report. The commissioners, let's see. Oh, don't forget, next meeting is the public hearing on ATV access on Lake Moxie Road up in the Forks. So we have mailed out all the notices to property owners along that road. We've notified the select board up in the Forks. We've posted the hearing on our website, so I think we've done our due diligence to notify people of such that. that here. My question to you, and we may not have an answer now, but do you want an action item on this on the next agenda, or you just want to hear and then deliberate and wait? Just tell me. I just want to make sure that I get the next agenda.
I think we'll have the action item the following.
Okay. Fair enough. Dave Spencer and I reviewed the road consultant proposals that came in. We actually had to dig through them quite a bit to kind of figure out an apples to apples comparison. We do have one candidate that's probably his best. And so we had intended to meet with him Monday. However, somebody called in sick. And so we postponed that meeting. So hopefully we'll meet with him next week and bring some information to you. If not next meeting, but the week meeting after that. That's all I've got.
Thank you. Any questions or comments for our administrator? Finance reports.
To follow up on Tim's discussion on the budget, here is the initial proposed budget table. It's heavy budget change. It's official draft.
Thank you. The official draft has been drafted.
Today I sent out the form for gave directions to the department heads, so the budget process for FY 2027 has started. The way the schedule worked out is the budget will be, I guess, submitted to the commissioners in the March timeframe. So I've scheduled basically the two commissioner meetings in March, the 4th and 18th. Usually we get through the majority of it, one long day. It starts at 9:30, and we work through it to the commissioner meeting. And the 18th will be just in case you don't get through all the departments. So hopefully, if everything works out correctly, by the 1st of May, we'll have an adopted budget in the process. When it comes to this year, we're halfway through the year. We're doing well. There's only one department in the red. It's the finance department. It's a good reason. We haven't posted December interest income yet, so that will bring us over and above. So we're looking pretty good right at current time for the current year. We are well underway on getting our IPP and health, dental, and vision transferred over to the new insurance companies, which has an effective date of February 1st. So bracing for the conversion, just because it probably won't be as smooth as we hope. Never is, but so far we're doing okay. Any questions about any of that?
No, we're just on pins and needles about the conversion.
So in the sheriff's department, the red ink in the sheriff's department, can you explain that to me?
What's that?
I see the sheriff's department, a negative variance. It says courts are running unfavorable.
The sheriff's department as a whole is not running negative.
No, I'm just sort of wondering what's going on with that.
With the court, we are negotiating with the state of Maine court system currently. We have adjusted the wages of the personnel in the courts to match the state wages. We're just in the process of trying to catch that up with the state so that they will, because that current contract, they have wages listed that were from the old contract. So we're in the process of negotiating a new contract in turn that will cover the cost of that. So we just run into negative because we haven't negotiated that new contract yet.
John?
So we are paying them the state wage, that's dictated by the state. And we didn't have that wage budget. I'm asking for clarification on this.
The court is a pass-through.
Right?
So we're going to be running negative.
Can they say no?
Well, I guess they could always say no.
right now we're kind of in a, to use the legal term, we're kind of in a pissing contest with between finance officers in our county and in the state. I'm trying to go above to just say, let's get this done for what we agreed to. But because it's not written that way in that contract that expired December 31st, the finance person at the state has refused to honor that. And so
they can say no.
we have, well, but he's not the final decision maker. And so as we walk through this, I have instructed Patrick to bill them our actual costs. Our actual costs are less than the overall not to exceed number of the contract. And so I'm hoping to be able to get some feedback from them when we submit our actual costs and to see if they pay them. And if they pay them, then we're out of the red, we're all caught up. Or if they hold to this by saying it's not what was stipulated in the contract. It's this state system is some of the most complicated things you'll ever deal with. And I didn't understand it when we were going through it, but we ended up signing a 15-month contract that ended in the middle of neither of our fiscal years. So we'll fix this. We'll get it right.
And we are one of 2 of 16 counties that actually do this.
That's right. Everyone else, they just use the state services. We in Lincoln County have these state judicial marshals as county employees, which is the way the sheriff prefers, and I would agree.
And we pay them exactly what they would get paid if they were working for the state.
That is correct.
And they have, in theory, agreed to pay that. It's just because the contract, the old contract doesn't have it in there.
And the last
Right.
time we went through this, there were several meetings, but eventually it panned out.
So the contract as it's written, does that pay us more or less than what we're due?
There's 2 sections in the contract. There's the overall cost of the contract, which we are under. So we're not asking them to go back to the legislature for any additional funds. The funds are in the contract. It's the fine print in the contract list the old labor rates from the past contract, their union contract. So we need to get those labor rates changed within the contract because the finance department is just saying, oh, these are the rates. That's the only rates we're going to pay you, even though they've identified new rates with the new contract.
Is the union involved?
No. These
are not union employees.
No.
Oh, okay.
There's a disconnect between the head of court and the finance at the state.
Obviously.
So we got to get them together to get this ironed out.
Because I'm sorry, go ahead.
Don?
Additionally, of this $990,000 that we've paid out, does that include benefits? Does this contract include the full cost of an employee, or is this county bearing the cost? Meaning benefits, vacation, wage. Is that what the state is paying, or is the state paying the hourly rate?
The state pays back everything.
Right. I don't know where you're getting the 990,000. That's under.
I thought that 40,000 was the variance that we were.
No.
I'm sorry.
The variance that you're talking about is roughly between. It's actually less than 14,000 now, but $14,000.
The 13. Yep.
Okay.
Okay. Yep. All right. Thank you. So, but the bill that we're submitting to the state will include the hourly wage, the benefits, all of it. So it's not costing the county more money to not have a state employee.
No, this for you'll see it in the budget process. This department is considered a pass-through cost.
Okay. Super.
Did you have a comment, John?
Oh, the court administrator is not interested. They want this contract to continue, right? I mean, that's the impression I get.
Yeah, right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we're not getting static from him or her. We're
We're
getting.
not getting anything from him. He hasn't responded to my calls, so
Oh.
that's what we're working on.
Okay.
He and I, this individual, Mr. Hild, Hild, he and I kind of worked out this contract the last time, and I'm remiss that we didn't extend it to the end of the fiscal year to include these new numbers. When we did the contract, they didn't have the new numbers. Now, if they do have the new numbers, we want them to honor the new numbers. We'll get it worked out.
Does that include the changes in like our health insurance from a county perspective per employee? All that's going to be changing to the good because it went down.
Right.
So they should be happy because it's lessening the cost that employee.
Yeah,
But that will reflect.
when we negotiate with them, it includes everything.
All right, cool. Thank you.
Is there any further from finance? Any other
Let's
questions
get
or
more
comments? Good. We're good. Sheriff.
Busy kid closing out the end of the year, but has finished up on their training, their certification. We just had one graduate from the academy, and we're looking to probably send 2 to this academy that starts in February. Detectives are executing a drug search warrant as we speak in Pittsfield.
Any questions or comments? Seeing none, thank you, Sheriff. I'm sorry, is it Mike?
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Kind of update from the last meeting. Waldo inmates are in the new pod, Bravo pod. Things have gone really well. Great working relationship with Waldo. We do have all our inmates now and take them as they've been arrested and arraigned and come to us, so it's worked out very well.
And to add on that, a good sign is they asked us to actually bill them for like the first 3 months worth. And so we received payment for that.
What's the number from the population?
I believe as of today, we have about 32, and we talked about 40 being the cap, so they're under, but they're paying for the 40, so.
Was that for the Waldo County
Yeah, what's
or for the whole?
well, for the, I want to see how the contract is going like that.
Yeah.
Okay. Very good.
Um,
Yes, Don.
Federal, we were having a deficiency in federal. Have we been able to increase any of that, or are we still?
I believe we're at 32, so we're just a couple under, but we have another one coming today, so that's starting to pick up again, so.
And what about the Penobscot contract? Did we go into that, or is that?
We have not gone
We have
into
not.
that.
No.
I guess we're all set. Thank you.
Thank you.
Christian.
We had that job fair in Bingham at the end of the year, early December. Went over really well. We had almost 40 employers. We had to cut them off just so we could set the room. 80 to 90% of employers said they had a great experience and made good connection with potential employees. There were 8 or 9 direct hires that day, and we plan on doing it once a year. So, good day. Appreciate
What kind of hires are they? What kind of? This is in Maine.
Yeah, so
I want to know what that.
well, we had Humber Yards from Jackman,
Uh-huh.
Anson, Solon, Bingham. We had Corrections was there actually, lots of banks. So it's really all over Somerset County. And so yeah, it's really well. We fed them, so everyone was happy. That was paid for by our state grant. We hope to do that next year, maybe get some sponsorships to do that. Appreciate the support on the fair opposition letter. It's a very big moving target right now. Depending on how you look at it, this might be one of the last chances to speak on that in this phase of the process, right? That transfer of title. So, like you said, I think every step along the way, the county and the business community should step in. So, appreciate it. With that, SCDC will be submitting a letter tomorrow as well. And then we're heading our 3-year broadband contract with the state. So we're doing a lot of year-end work for that, other funding programs, and then we'll continue some of the broadband funding some other funding sources for hopefully a few years. And we continue to help municipalities modernize their IT equipment in the CMP corridor, so that's Hanson, Works, SARS, and so on. So that's it.
Questions, comments? Thank you. Dave?
Fairly quiet, normal routine for this time of year in the UTs.
Very good. Are snow plowing been going efficiently?
Yeah, a lot of salt being watered because we get so many storms.
Yeah.
So, but everything's looking up, it's looking good.
Good. Is there anybody I've missed? Oh, Tanya, hi.
Yes, I just wanted to make the commission aware of a few changes that have been going on in Deed. We've successfully navigated all of the legislative changes that affected our department, including some of the ways that we collect and distribute transfer tax, and the fee schedule change that went into effect January 1st. So now we've changed to a flat fee. And then also the microfilm, that's no longer a thing anymore. Our archival copy will now be TIFF files. So all that's in place, going well, very pleased. The second thing is I want you to be aware that the software change is still going. We will be switching on February 2nd. So our office will be closed to the public that day. It's a Monday. And we're putting out notices to all our customers, letting them know that we'll be here migrating our data to the new software system, but the office will be closed. Some of the personnel from IQS, our new company, will be here on Tuesday, and we're welcoming the public to come to the registry if they want practice and training on how to navigate the new online search. So we're excited about that. I think that's going to be a huge benefit to the county. I really do. And then lastly, I have decided to take out the petition papers and get the 300 signatures that I was a little apprehensive about, but I'm committed now, so I am going to do it. And hopefully my name will be on the ballot for 26.
300?
300.
She's countywide.
Countywide, 300.
So I recall, you didn't miss this meeting, but I recall a commitment from each one of these to get you 75 signatures apiece.
Was it 75? I hope that was.
I'd be glad to.
I don't remember.
Some petitions, I'll fill them out. Take signatures.
All right.
I'll carry mine if I can help you.
I appreciate all the support I can get. I truly do. I'm a little nervous about it. But
Don't worry.
Daisy.
We got it. We got it.
all right. Well, I'll prepare those packets then. It's my understanding that each municipality has to have its own paper.
Yeah.
So that becomes a little cumbersome, I would imagine. But I can prepare packets if you guys are willing to help. I won't say no.
All right.
Thanks.
Happy to help.
Thank you.
I think we've covered everybody. With that, we can go on to new business. Resolution 2604 to appoint 2 commissioners to union negotiation teams for 2026. I'll let you guys duke it out.
Are we supposed to do nominations?
Yeah?
I would nominate Scott Seekins and Don Skillens.
And I'd like to see a second. I am going to second the nomination, but I also would like to suggest that we, again, fabricate the position so that Commissioner, we can do that. So Commissioner Alsop finishes up the negotiations that he's involved in and then transfers over to Commissioner Skillings.
Like I said, we've just started the final process for this round, and the next thing that happens would be following our next organizational meeting, assuming we all get reelected.
Oh.
Well, that's true. So, I mean, my position, I just like to finish what I'm doing, and after that, I would be glad. I'm not going to run again for this position. I would,
Yeah, that's why I was suggesting
if
that.
you want me to stop doing what I'm doing, get somebody else to do it instead.
I think ongoing continuity is important. And then as you do this and stay with it, we build relationships and negotiation process comes out pretty balanced. So, in that consideration, I think whoever this is, myself or whoever else, to be able to, as long as we're here, keep that consistency, that continuity, and that relationship building, we're going to be more effective in our negotiation process. That's my thoughts.
I certainly am not here to take something from others, but I do think this is an incredibly important position, and the value that it brings to the taxpayers of our county, and that every negotiation with any union is precedent setting for the rest of the county. The way that it's happened for years, and it will continue to happen. If X union gets this, the next union wants to get that, and I just think that continuity is important, but each one is crucially and vitally important to be fair to both the employee and to the employer. I've done this many, many times, but I will disrespect this has made a motion and it has been said. We'll vote on it.
Do you have any input, Joel?
The process that is ongoing right now, did I hear final stages? What does that mean? Does that mean?
Well, we're on the final stages of the FOP contract. And we're just starting out the initial stages of the concept.
So essentially, by bifurcating it leaves it the way it was, because that would be for 2027.
Yeah, because the jail contract doesn't come up in this short.
Yeah,
So it would be
So
leaving John in for this year.
it would be
instead of you.
the opposite of what he.
Right.
So
Right. But what I propose would be from, I guess, this vote forward would be the two that are nominated to go the route that you're talking, because of the way everything works out, for John to finish up what it is.
But I think the way you have it is, since it would be effective now, I would no longer serve, and Don would take over what I'm doing now. That's what you want.
That's what I had to. Right.
To be clear, so that all the commissioners know, unless something goes amiss with the contract that was just agreed to, the representative would not have to meet with that union again. That one's just about done. We're hopeful in that next meeting or the meeting after that the final one will come to all the commissioners. The one that we've just started with the comm center, the commissioners had not met with anybody from the comm center yet. We just held our initial meeting today so that I could let them know what our position was on certain items. So there hasn't been. So, if you to use the bifurcation term, this may be the right time to make that split, because the negotiations that Commissioner Alsop have been involved with, those negotiations should be done.
Should be, but
the negotiations coming, those he hasn't sat down with anybody from the union yet. He's only talked about it internally from the county's
so
perspective.
the split would be if something comes up with the one that you feel is done, would be Alsop would handle that.
Okay.
And then the next one that the commissioners have not met, so he actually hasn't been in part of that, would be whoever was elected.
That's certainly how I kind of read this motion.
Well, the way I read it is,
John,
if I'm off the committee, I'm off today, and I'm not doing anything more, period. And if that's what you want, and if that's what you want, and if that's what you want, and you want, okay, I regret this is happening, but apparently it's happening, so that's fine.
I don't regret that, John, and that's not what I was. What I was saying is there's one position in this book that I wanted to be able to.
Okay, so you want to bump me and take it over. I understand your position. Let's just get it to a vote and get it over.
Well, let me ask a question. Tim made a mention that we were at the end stage of this negotiation. So I'm asking the commissioners, not our administrator. When a negotiation is done with a union, do we all approve that final?
yes, you have to.
So it's not done.
No, it's not. It's been agreed to. It's a tentative agreement. It's a TA.
It's been agreed to, just like they bring it back to their union to vote on it first. The commissioners can vote no, and it will send it back into negotiation. So that's a far cry from done, and there is a point where we all see this. And my fear is that we may be somewhere down the road and to a point where it doesn't turn around. So it is not to take things away from someone, although it does. I understand that very clearly. It is an area, it is the strength that I have. Just like I wouldn't adjudicate tax issues in the upcoming tax thing, I'm not a person that can adjudicate that as a commissioner. This is the one area that I believe I have that. So we can put it to vote. And this is not punitive. Open. I can make a motion.
Vote on it.
All set? Any other discussion? All in favor? Any opposed? So that motion fails. We have another motion for the union negotiations team.
Well, I'm reluctant to nominate myself, but I guess I will nominate myself and Scott Seekins to continue for another year.
Is there a second? And a second. Any further discussion? All in favor? And opposed? 3-2. Thank you. Resolution 2605 to appoint a commissioner, each local elected officers, the Clio board. Is there a motion to appoint some poor souls to this board?
Nominate Robert Caesar.
Second.
Okay, any further nominations? Seeing none. Any discussion? All in favor? Any opposed? I guess it was unanimous. Resolution 2606 to appoint a commissioner representative to the Somerset Economic Development Corporation Board.
I nominate Joel Stitkus.
And second? Any discussion or any further nominations? Is there any discussion? All in favor of Joel? Let's go. Any opposed?
Doesn't count.
Seeing none.
Yeah.
Okay. Resolution 2607 to appoint a commissioner representative to the Maine County Commissioners Association.
I nominate Robert Cezak.
Second.
Any further nominations? Any discussion? All in favor? Thank you. It's a go. Resolution 2608 to appoint the county commissioner as proxy representative to the Maine County Commissioners Association.
So moved.
County administrator.
County Administrator.
Mississippi.
Thank you.
Second.
Second. All in favor? Good. Yep. And to appoint a commissioner to serve as property tax hearing officer.
I will nominate Robert Cezak.
No, I'm going to refuse. I have enough on the plate already. Thank you.
You knew that was coming. Yeah, I'll nominate Scott Stevens.
Is there any further nominations? Is there any second? We have a nomination for Scott Sakis to the property tax hearing officer position. Any discussion? All in favor? Any opposed? And then any abstentions? I'm going to abstain as well, so I imagine there's 3 no opposed and 2 abstentions.
Scott vote for himself?
Did you vote for yourself or no? Did you vote?
Did it?
Okay, I thought you had. All right, so 302. And resolution, we're done with the appointments. We're going on to resolution 2610 to approve transfer of criminal forfeiture from the district attorney's office to the Somerset Sheriff's Office on the Cronkite case of $39,876.17 cash and firearms.
Second.
Discussion. I have a question. What is going to become of the firearms at this point in time, going forward? Are those going to auction or going to be destroyed, or what's the...
I'm giving you a list at the end of January what we have for weapons that have been seized, that have been transferred over to us, and that will further discussion.
Okay. Very good. That answers that question. Thank you. Any other discussion? All in favor? Resolution 2611 to accept the resignation of Corrections Officer Dale Richardson from the Somerset County Jail.
Second.
Discussion? All in favor? Okay, all in favor. Thank you. Resolution 2612 to approve Commissioner's mileage for the second quarter of FY 2026.
Second.
Discussion? All in favor? Thank you. Resolution 2613 to approve the hiring of the following corrections officer at the Somerset County Jail: Nikita DeRosa, Stephen McMullen, Kevin Chaffin, Alton Urquhart, Amber Kenny, Cameron Ellis, and Gunnar Bucher. Discussion? All in favor? Did you have a discussion?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
This, we have some memos that passed back and forth prior to this. What would, if all these people make it through and the current staff is there, what number does that put us at?
That would be 42 if everybody was there, including people that gave notices.
All right, well, but we accepted one tonight, right? So that's
That's a separate one. There's additional.
All right. And I understand that we have budget money left over because we haven't run at 36.
We're at 6% under budget
Yep.
for payroll.
My fear is that if we make it through this 6%, I think when they get out of their training, we're now running at 40.
We'll be running at 40. We already have 2 positions already taken care of through a promotion and
Right, resignation.
a resignation.
But where's the money come from for the next budget to run it at 40 when we're setting at 36?
It won't be there for the next budget. We won't have 40. I've been there 10 years. We've never ran over 40 for more than a week.
We have a very high attrition rate at the jail.
No, I understand the math is that you are, because you have a promotion, 2 promotions,
Right. We have a
that will
Yeah.
leave those positions vacant, and you're filling them with these new hires.
Correct.
So there's how the number works out.
Is the 36 number just corrections officers, not officers, not supervisors?
Yes, sir. Just corrections officers.
And so, what's the total staff number for the jail?
67, I believe. Is that right? Yeah.
Okay. And at the end of this process, we'll be under 67?
Correct.
Thank you.
Trying to get the numbers straight, and thank you. Thank you, Don. Any further discussion? All in favor? To go. Thank you. The no unorganized territory warrants, resolution 2614 to approve the treasurer's warrant for general funds, Somerset County Jail, unorganized territory, TIF community benefit, and TIF NECEC for a total amount of $975,681.51.
Second.
Discussion? All in favor? Did you vote yes on that, Scott? I didn't notice. Did you vote yes? Yeah. Thank you. So that's a go. Now, resolution 2615 to submit letters to FERC regarding the 2 separate project numbers. Is there a motion?
So move.
Discussion?
Shouldn't it be 2614?
No, 2614 was the warrants.
That was a warrant, yeah.
Oh, okay. Okay, got it.
But thank you.
Yeah, just kidding.
I could do that too, I know. So any other discussion? All in favor? To go. Thank you. So we'll get those out tomorrow. Miscellaneous discussion items, commissioners only. Anything from any of the commissioners bring up this time? I believe that in the works is that the general meeting for the Maine County Commissioners Association will be held here at the jail.
Right.
And that's going to be on the 29th? Or how you
It's the 30th.
the 30th.
Yeah.
Okay, it is the 30th.
The sheriff has agreed to host the County Commissioners Association on the 30th. Yeah.
And that is going to be the MCCA's organizational meeting as well.
Right.
And hope to see all the commissioners there.
January 30th.
January 30th. That's a Friday,
It's
isn't
a
it?
Friday.
I have one.
Well, I'll be all day Friday, I think, knowing Andre.
I think it's a 9 o'clock start.
Yeah.
9 a.m.
Yeah. Okay. And that's it for me. Anybody else? Nothing? We have a recess to execute documents.
See you next year.
I don't know. Oh, you got it.
Yeah, you better take a picture. Get one out.
We did.
Shall we sign these letters or?
They're like prime.
Okay.
Okay, before it's ordered.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's,
They're all.
yeah, we actually looked at seeing.
Are you involved in any talks?
Okay. Which grant is that?
Knox is actually. From Knox.
Oh, okay.
And that was Knox is right there. So Waldo was kind of,
Yeah, no, it was in Scarlet Lake.
they know, they,
It's probably one of the.
That was the date.
Good, good, you know, they very much into it. Just want to work with that.
Yeah, I know,
All right.
over there.
So then they're losing their spots on two bridges because of.
We joke.
Oh, yeah, those three counties.
three counties that have, Waldo, they could,
Okay.
Lawrence, well,
Yeah, the ones
they're
are
coordinated with them.
Through June, so there won't be any.
I'll try not to sign the sheriff.
Do something for them.
Yeah.
Our charging station, huh?
Yeah. Probably hopes. Yeah.
We've got like a 7-month old.
It's a good firm market.
It's a customized document.
And the lobby, so I get policemen phones are dead. So yeah, that can help. Yeah.
You know, listen, I
You're gonna get them all.
don't put that in there. It's not like you know.
Who's work? Well, we tried it. Oh, is that right? Okay. Yeah. Well, I appreciate it.
Yeah, comprehensive.
Yep. Oops. Oh, yeah. Uh-oh.
Hey, you borrow your pen? I just ran out of it.
Yeah, stay away. All right. Well, I'm running a little bit, right?
So we're not.
One north of Chatsworth.
You sent these?
I have not signed those.
Thank you, sir. I did.
What's that? This one?
There you go.
I need to sign that. That one needs to be.
Thank you. I hope you feel better.
What do you do? I don't.
I believe so.
Well, be there.
That was unfortunate. Sure, I don't know.
Maybe I'll see you around, maybe I won't. So I won't see you around.
I don't either. That's weird.
Hey, thank you.
You're welcome. Thank you.
Thank you for your support. the house or
Talking about the shit.
Well, right, because that's
It's basically a separation. You know, it's weird. Well, I didn't see anybody else who were ready to do that.
Well, I was good. I said I'd do it. Nobody did.
I didn't even say
I
it.
said that in the beginning. Well, you decided you wanted to.
But,
I didn't do it, no.
that's the case.
Motion to adjourn?
Yes, I did.
all right. Hey,
And there's multiple ways to come. But, energy piece. There's the property value piece, right? There's the